think that he necessarily DL, but I think that
I think
men like that who have the no. What I'm saying is, I think that men like that who have all of the access, a lot of power, they crave power, and so there is a shift that happens where they have conquered women. They can overpower women, and then they switch to men because that's a greater power to some of them.
I think what's happened is that a lot of people getting confused with men being is a good amount of men that are homosocial versus homosexual, right? So men want to hang around other men, and they want to, you know, they think that men are funnier, they think men are more intelligent, and women is for, you know, vagina and that separate thing. But doesn't mean that it was funny, you know, 70% of that is whatever, right? Cool, but it's no way possible that it should be that high of a number. It should have said 20 or 30. Maybe we could have actually entertained the conversation for real, but she put it at a number so ridiculous that, you know, like I didn't look at that nothing more than a joke. Like that cannot be for real, that what she is saying, right? And it is a situation where men are acting as men can't do no wrong. And if she was talking to that situation, then yeah, we can have a real conversation about that. Men being just so strictly male identified. It's kind of like what Bo was saying earlier. A lot of men not paying attention to how they words in conversation are making women feel, right? We need to have that conversation more. Hey, we need to pay attention to what we are doing to the other person with our words. We got to stop acting like words don't matter and words can't hurt another person, and especially if it's hurting the opposite sex, which we are interested in. If we are saying things that is hurting them, maybe we should change our communicational style, talking with and about them.
You were one of the people in the comments that said you stand on 10 toes down about the 70%.
Well, no, 70% online.
Okay, 70% online of men that.
Yeah, I'm 10 toes down with. I don't think 70% of black men are gay. That's insane. But I do believe that 70% of male bashers, specifically red pill, if that's still a thing, bashers. Honestly, I think men bashers, I think they're just as gay. So that goes to both ways for me. So I feel like anybody bashing the opposite sex to the point where they're yelling and screaming and just gotta prove a point, you just need to live in your truth. And there's nothing wrong with being gay. It's 2026, but just leave us alone, you know?
Cookie, what up? First off, would you describe anybody on the panel as red pill or no?
Oh, it's been a while. No, I wouldn't. Not right off the bat. Give me about 20 minutes though.
Okay. We'll come
if
back.
I stay
We'll
that long.
that.
I just had to get on here because I saw JR sent me an invite. But my birthday tomorrow, so I can't be here too long. I'm going to this fight. So
salute to my Gemini sisters. Shout out to you, Cookie.
Yeah, happy birthday to you. What are
I mean, are we wrong though? Like, if think about science, it's given like the last time men were like bashing women like this, it was like first grade on the playground. It's so childish. So for me, when I see that, I'm like, it's childlike for women too. Ooh, boys are nasty. Ooh, girls are nasty. But at this big age, it's kind of like, what do you mean? You know, say what you really mean.
In first grade,
you mean you don't like women? Go get your boyfriend, and that's okay. We'll still love you. Some of my best friends are gay. I'll yield.
I would agree if you said men that are bashing women, right? Which is, you know, you didn't describe anybody on the panel as that tonight, so that could actually be a thing. I would just have to see to what degree.
And while you have something to say, did you want to speak to Cookie or just in general?
Yeah, I was going to ask her, can she kind of detail more outside of just them saying like she feel like the bashing is what make you gay? Because just being angry at somebody, I don't think that can change your sexuality. So maybe she got some other thing she basing it on.
That's what I was trying to get to. What's the baseline, right? That's I was trying to get to that because I could agree to an extent. If you're saying bashing, like you just really don't like women, then okay, the probability gets pretty high if you don't like women, right? So that's the thing. But I just wanted to see to what extent. Who does she? Can you hear me now, Cookie, or no?
Yeah,
I
don't even.
I could. All right, go ahead, man.
No, I was gonna say I don't even, because a lot of times anger and frustration, it could be masked desire in the opposite way. Like, well, that's what old girl was expressing when she was saying 80% of men are she, but that was anger and frustration. It wasn't necessarily she really felt that. So you could mask those emotions for not having a way to project that the right way or to deal with that internalized feeling of what's going on. And the men who could be doing that also could have that going on where they love women, they're just upset with how things are going. So it's a projection of that anger coming out. Because
she made that hateful comment, right? And then it turns out she was what?
Yeah, she was gay. Yeah.
Yeah, so I could agree if you're saying bashing, right? I just wanted to get like a baseline of where that stands for you. Like, what was an example of somebody who may or may not, or you could even drop a name. I don't care, but who do you think that you
that
would
dude
say
that got in trouble
gay?
for
Chud the Builder
trafficking?
Oh,
Trafficking. Ooh, damn. Who was doing that?
Who was that guy? His brother's a fighter.
Andrew Tate.
Yes.
Oh, you think he might be?
Oh, absolutely. 100%. Not living his truth.
Okay, I can agree with that. I don't think that he's necessarily DL, but I think that men like that who have the no. What I'm saying is, I think that men like that who have all of the access, a lot of power, they crave power, and so there is a shift that happens where they have conquered women. They can overpower women, and then they switch to men because that's a greater power to some of them. To men with a certain social status, to men with a certain amount of power in the world, absolutely. I think that yes, men with in a certain tax bracket sometimes do that. I'm not saying all of them. I'm just saying this does happen. I was watching a documentary at work today about this man who is the son of the man that started Liberty University. And so he didn't partake in men, but he did partake in men overpowering his wife. Like certain things sexually happens, like they level up at some point in time, given the level of power and influence that they have. Absolutely. Yep, they do.
So Bo, you saying that any man that engaged in a threesome with another man, even if he didn't touch him, that is a gay situation?